help me sing our hello song today. You are here today. You are here today. We all clap our hands and say, you are here today. Miss Aria's here today. Miss Aria's here today. We all clap our hands and say, Miss Aria's here today. Yay! Leaves are falling to the ground, to the ground. The leaves are falling to the ground, to the ground. Do you remember that from last week? All right, this one's a new one. It's called Five Little Pumpkins. Maybe you've heard of it if you've ever listened to Raffi. I know he sings this. Or maybe you've just seen it. I know YouTube sometimes has it. Five little pumpkins sitting on a gate. First one said, oh my, it's getting late. Second one said, fall is in the air. Third one said, but we don't care. Fourth one said, let's run and run and run. Fifth one said, I'm ready for some fun. Ooh, went the wind and out went the light, and the five little pumpkins rolled out of sight. Bye-bye, pumpkins. What is the letter? What is the letter of the week? Who knows what that fun little letter is? It has the large letter, the capital letter, has two big bumps. Ba-ba-ba-ba. And the little lowercase letter has one bump for the belly. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. It must be the letter B. The B says B. Can you say that? The B says B. Let's do it one more time. What does the B say? The B says B. And the large B, the uppercase letter B, has two bumps. Do you see that? The lowercase letter b has one bump. The bump is at the belly. What else starts with the letter B? I see some buttons. I see some birds. Might be hard for you to see because my head is on top of it, but I see a basketball, and underneath me is a little black bat. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Lots of ba-ba-ba words. Can you think of anything that starts with the letter B? I can think of something that is yellow. It's a fruit. It tastes so good in my tummy, and sometimes you see monkeys eating them. It starts with the B. It's a banana. Who got that? I am so proud of you. B. Today we're talking about leaves and how they change their colors in the fall. Did you notice that? When you went outside, did you notice that a lot of the trees aren't green anymore? And instead, they are red and yellow and orange. Did you notice that the leaves are falling off the trees? That's because it is fall or autumn, and in fall, the leaves fall from the trees. Who knows why the leaves are changing colors? Ooh, this one's a tough one. The leaves change colors because the food that the leaves get from the sun is no longer there. The sun is only out for a little bit. Did you notice that? It's getting darker later or earlier, and it is getting, the sun wakes up later. Did you notice that? And so that's making it cooler outside. And with the cooler temperatures and the shorter days, that causes the leaves to stop making their food. And the food is what turns them green. There is an interesting word for what the food is that turns plants green. That food is called chlorophyll. That's a big word. I think we should say it again. Chlorophyll. That is plant food. That makes the leaves turn green. And with less chlorophyll, they change colors, and soon the leaves will die. They will fall off the branches and onto the ground. But guess what is so amazing about our earth? In the spring, when the days get longer and it gets warmer outside and we can take off our jackets and it feels so much better, guess what you'll start seeing growing on those branches that were so bare for the winter? Green buds and new leaves. That's amazing. The chlorophyll gets made from all the warm sun and the changing weather. That is so cool. I love our earth. Can you help me count these fall leaves? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many fall leaves did you count? Did you count 4? I counted 4. Ooh, this one's a tough one. This one is adding. Do you know how to add? Adding is when you're counting how many there are all together. So I see 3 brown leaves plus 2 yellow leaves, and I need to know how many leaves there are all together. For me to do that, I need to count them all. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many leaves are there all together? There are 5 leaves. That's incredible. Today, well, it's kind of rainy today, but whenever you're watching this, when it's not so rainy out, I would like for you to go out in your yard and see how many different colors of leaves you can have. And then you can count your leaves and add them together. I would love for you to be able to do that. And then I want to know, how many leaves did you add together? How many leaves did you count? And how many colors did you find? I see yellow and brown and red. They're beautiful fall leaves. Before we finish our group time, I have a fall story. It's called Hedgehog's Autumn Hide and Squeak. Horace and Hattie are the very best of friends. There are so many things they like to do together. They like to make funny shadows as the sun comes up. They like to follow shiny snail trails and catch dewdrops from leaves. And after a rain, they like to spot sparkling spider webs. When Horace is busy, Hattie likes to decorate her nest. When Hattie is busy, Horace likes to practice his music. One windy autumn day, the sky was filled with leaves falling from the trees. It was pretty, but Hattie felt sad that the branches would soon be empty. I get kind of like that too. I don't really like when the leaves go away. Horace didn't want Hattie to be sad. He gathered up as many leaves as he could and was trying to put them back on the tree when suddenly something squeaked. Who knows what that is that squeaked? It's hanging upside down from the branch. Horace and Hattie leaped with surprise. They landed in a pile of leaves. The squeaky thing thought it was a game. He loved to play hide and seek. Horace and Hattie loved to play games too. They were experts at hiding. And seeking. When they found their new friend hidden in a tangle of blackberry brambles, he squeaked with joy. It took the squeaky thing a long time to spot his friends among the seed pods. Can you spot them? Horace and Hattie knew the squeaky thing was hidden somewhere beneath the toadstools and mushrooms. Can you find him? Squeak! At last, they found him. The three friends giggled. It was so much fun to play hide and squeak. Horace had one last hiding spot. Do you think it's going to be a good one? I wonder where he will be. Hattie hunted. The squeaky thing searched. They looked and looked. Horace waited and waited until... Surprise! Horace popped out of a pumpkin. The other two squealed in fright and delight. When the last leaf fell from the trees, it was time for the squeaky thing to return to his family. Hattie felt sad again. Horace had an idea. He whispered to their new little friend. I wonder what he's whispering. Look how beautiful. Look at what that new squeaky thing is doing. That squeaky thing is a bat, isn't it? We were just talking about bats. And the trees came alive with colorful leaves, laughter, and new squeaky friends. Do you see that? All the bats are holding on to leaves inside the tree. Makes quite the beautiful tree, doesn't it? And it's filled with lots of new friends. What a fun story. Thank you for coming to school today, friends. Can you help me sing my goodbye song? Goodbye, everybody. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Goodbye, everybody. Yes, indeed. We'll see you real soon, my darlings, next week. Have a great week.